that's so big? She indicated the book on the floor. I stepped in front of it, letting my long skirt fall over the cover. Fine, yes, I'm good. It was just one of my grandmother's books. Sid frowned. Wow, Kindles are so much easier. And lighter. She turned to go, then glanced back at me. The lights flickered out there. Did they flicker in here? I hope we aren't getting a storm. Oh, I hate winter storms. I wish spring would just come. Wait, the lights flickered? I rushed over to her. Really? Which ones? I don't know. All of them? Are you sure you're okay, Violet? You're acting a little weird. The lights flickered. I clapped my hands together and turned to see if Xander had reappeared to share my excitement. He was still nowhere in sight. I hadn't figured out if my new familiar was actually a magical cat or simply superior at being a cat. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just really looking forward to the first spring storms, too. I lied. I think winter is going to end early. I could tell Sid thought I was losing it by the way she cocked her head and squinted at me, but she did a good job of shrugging it off. Today, she'd hid her unruly blonde curls under a rhinestone cowboy hat, which looked awesome with the lacy dress she wore with knee-high boots. Sid also sold vintage clothing and accessories, and loved to dress the part. Okay, then. Anyway, Jenny is here. She brought someone with her. She did? Who is it? No idea. She didn't tell me her name. Actually, Ginny did all the talking. And she hugged me. She wrinkled her nose and leaned in a bit. She's kind of weird, you think? Ginny? She's harmless. Ginny Reinhardt was a hugger. She hugged everyone with the same enthusiasm, whether she'd last seen you 2 days or 2 years ago. She was also a witch, but I didn't tell Sid that. Sid mostly knew her from her waitressing gigs at the deli down the street and at my boyfriend Todd's bar, Luck of the Irish. Can you let them know I'll be right out? Sure. Okay if I go grab lunch? She asked, taking her coat off the rack. Of course, take your time, I said. She blew me a kiss and hurried out. She's coming, I heard her say. Then the little bell on the shop door jingled. I picked up my grandma's book and placed it carefully on my desk, then piled a few other things on top of it. I wasn't sure if Sid would be able to read it even if she did pay attention to it. I hadn't been able to open the cover until I'd accepted the fact that I was a witch, but I didn't want to chance it. I stepped through the curtain of beads and feathers that separated the main room of my crystal shop, the full moon, from the back room and office area, feeling my energy shift as I stepped back into the presence of all those beautiful crystals. I'd worked with crystals since I was a kid, and their healing powers never ceased to amaze me. Ginny and her friend were the only ones there. They browsed the display by the window, which had some of my bigger pieces of zeolites under some funky recessed lighting I'd recently had installed. The result was a purple glint on the shimmery, clear stones. I loved it, and it never failed to catch people's eyes as they walked by. I'd even gotten some first-timers who'd come in after seeing that display. Ginny glanced up, saw me, and waved, her face lighting up. The woman standing next to her paid no attention. She looked vaguely familiar. I searched my brain for why, but couldn't grasp it. She was holding one of my bigger, free-form pieces of green opal. As I watched, she turned it over in her hand, studying it intently, then placed it down again. "Hi there," I said, stepping over to them. Ginny poked her friend, who turned to look at me. "This is Violet." "Hey, Violet." She rushed over and gave me a hug that almost knocked me over. "I'm so glad you're here." "Wow. Hey, Ginny, good to see you," I said, hugging her back, although I'd seen her yesterday when I ran into the diner to pick up a grilled cheese for lunch. She let go and turned to her friend. "Nicole, this is..."